Hello there, Philippa. Or as I'm calling her, untrustworthy witch person that Triss does not like.
You wanted to discuss something?
Mm-hmm. I've got something for you. Maybe you can do some tracking or something?
I've got Triss's bandana.
Have you learned anything?
Triss was here. Letho forced her to teleport.
Why would he? There are easier ways to travel.
Yeah, I was
Two of
wondering
Letho's
that
comrades,
too.
probably those responsible for Demoven's death, were hiding among the Scoia'tael. When it became evident in Flotsam that the Kingslayer wanted to dispose of Yorvith, the Scoia'tael leader gave the order to eliminate them. Letho had to reach the unit before the Elven messengers did. He could only do that by teleporting.
I assumed that Triss wanted to teleport to me, but she missed the mark and they ended up in the gullies. What happened next?
Letho left her in a gully, wounded. He probably thought that she'd diversify the local trolls' diet. He himself went to see the elves and massacred the unit with his comrades. They're somewhere on the other side of the fog.
What about Triss?
She escaped from the troll. Everything suggests she's somewhere in the area.
I can assure you she is not in Vergen.
She has to be here. Locate her.
I'll try, but it will take some time. Have you learned anything else?
Yes, Seele, as it happened, she ordered Letho and Triss to be killed.
Sheila ordered Letho and Triss killed.
I can't believe that.
Believe it. I ran into some mercenaries she enlisted to kill Letho and anyone found with him.
She must have meant the other Kingslayers. Are you sure she knew Triss was with him?
Are you so sure of Sheila? There was something going on between her and Triss. I sensed a lot of tension.
A misunderstanding.
Maybe. Let's find Triss and clear everything up.
I need some time. What's going on out there?
Let's see.
What's going on?
The peasants want
That's
to
what
take
I
pitchforks
want
to
to
King
know.
Demoven's son.
And I should care about that
Dragon
idiot.
Slayer servants are
Why
spreading rumors
exactly?
that Stennis poisoned Saskia. The commoners are in an uproar. They want to dispense justice.
Where's the prince?
Barricaded himself in his room, guarded by nobles. For the moment, the peasants are still respectful, but they are feverish. A fight is inevitable. Help us out. The situation is
Yeah,
dire.
well,
I'm
that
going to inform
prince
the other
is
nobles.
that prince is an irritating little shit. I honestly don't give a damn about him, and in fact, if it ends up coming down to it, I'm likely to let the peasants have him. But yeah, he was kind of a little bit of a prick. So, let's see. It was only a matter of time. I don't like people like Stennis. I'm not sure what either of those mean. It was only a matter of time. Does that mean, like, things were already tense? It was only a matter of time before things boiled over? Is that what he means? And I don't know what you mean by I don't like people like Stennis. I mean, this kind of dialogue system where they only give you sort of a vague hint of what you're going to say. I don't know what I think about it. Sometimes it's good, but sometimes, with stuff like this, I just straight up don't know what they're saying. Yeah, I think Geralt's going to be honest. I do not like people like Stennis.
I'm not sure if Prince Stennis is guilty, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was involved.
What?
Power. The object of dark desire.
How does that relate to I don't like people like Stennis? That makes no sense.
You go. I'll locate Triss. And should anything happen to Prince Stennis, remember, we need his blood.
Yes, she has a point. Stop the peasants from lynching the prince, eh? Do we have to stop them? I would much prefer to just egg them on, really. I mean, that little shit kicked me out of his room, effectively. Just because I told him to not change the subject. I mean, really? He's a little bastard. No one likes him.
Such judgment is above their station.
I believe it's Henselt's provocation. He wants to drive a wedge between us.
Okay. Now I'm gonna save the game just in case this leads to a really hard boss fight or something. I want to be able to do something about it.
Will never be on the same side.
Humans only care how their asses rise as their stations do.
They're playing in.
Okay.
Geralt,
What you got
Good
for
to
me,
see you.
Dandelion?
The commoners claim Stennis is involved in Saskia's poisoning. They're looking to slaughter him.
Well, who's keeping order around here? There's no one keeping things in check or anything?
Nobody to keep things peaceful.
Scalen Burden and his dwarves are trying to contain the mob, but they're badly outnumbered.
the plebs will yell a lot, beat someone up, and go home. As peasants do.
That'd be foolish. They're not serfs anymore. The days of them humbly sowing and reaping are gone.
Looks like things are getting nasty.
Hear me!
What do you want?
I'm Scalen Burden. I keep order in Vergen.
Are doing a nice job then? Where was you when they poisoned Saskia?
Give us the prince! Get the flails!
Stop!
Yorvith!
Squirrels! Everyone who wants to leave this yard in one piece, keep your hands off your weapons. I don't care if you're a serf or a lord. I'll kill you all if need be.
What's going on?
The servant carrying wine during the feast said that Prince Stennis and Olcan poisoned Saskia. We want justice!
You want revenge. It's not the same thing.
We don't care. Saskia's fallen as if dead, while the poisoning prince and noble lords rush to herd us onto the field and sell us to Henselt. We won't let them!
You lie, Colton. Nobody's being sold out. The poisoner must be caught and tried by law.
Your law? What then? He'll pay a fine and get spanked on his ass? We'll spank him all right, with an axe to the throat!
Where's this servant?
Safe. The Scoia'tael keep an eye on him.
Why is the prince hiding in his house if he's innocent?
Enough! I'll shoot the first to reach for a weapon. Then heads will start falling.
There's more of us. You can't kill every...
Then you'll be first. Now back off!
Oh, Yorvith, I do like you. Yorvith most definitely gives no shits about anyone's opinion, and I love that. But enough of the small talk. I assume you have a plan.
What's your plan?
I'll frighten them a little, bleed them if need be. I'll buy you some time, but be swift. I can't hold them off for long. Question the peasants and the nobles, and talk to the dwarves. Maybe you can get to meet Stennis.
Even if he's guilty, I'm sure he's prepared a suitable story.
You'll know how to sort the sheep from the goats.
Yes.
Also, find the servant who started talking so suddenly.
Yes,
You won't have time
I
to talk
do
to everyone.
find that a bit suspicious. Now,
Poison the virgin.
who do I talk to?
Saskia's on the field, Henselt and the
Talk to those gathered. You don't have much time.
This is
The noble.
nonsense.
What do you want?
We of noble birth always had to protect the plebs from their own stupidity.
Oh, he's going to spew bullshit at us.
Time to listen to songs praising the nobility. Know anything about the attempt on Saskia's life?
No, I don't. But whatever the truth, the mob cannot lynch one of royal blood.
So truth means nothing to you. That's what makes us different.
I didn't say I don't care about truth. Just keep in mind, there's a world order that mustn't be destroyed.
Well, this
An
was a
order that allows
bloody
for
waste of
justice.
time.
If the prince
listening
turns
to
out
this
be involved in
idiot.
this attempted murder, he should face a tribunal. The rabble doesn't
Oh,
understand the principle of ruling
this
the world.
is why
Or they do
medieval
understand them, but simply
aristocracy is such a pain in the
Saskia's a wise
ass.
woman, but there's one thing she doesn't take into consideration. This war will be over one day. Who will sow the crops and milk the cows then? Saskia called the serfs to arms. Do you think they'll want to plough fields again?
You may be right, but it's certainly not my business who'll plow your fields. Farewell.
Give us this horse.
Oh,
Rolling dung, you
I
surly
hate
dog.
the nobles. I detest them.
Why is he lingering about? Like the stench in a dwarven hovel.
Those witches be craving gold. This one's sure to say the prince is innocent, then sting Stennis for a pouch.
He better search for a lad who served the Virgin instead of pissing around.
Yeah, once done with the prince, he'd better take care of the magnets. Throwing their weight about too much they are.
The prince stood right next to Saskia during the council. Did he have access to the wine cellar beforehand?
How should I know?
Why flap your mouth then?
The prince is a wealthy lord. Bribing a skivvy to poison the wine is nothing to him.
Just because someone can afford gold teeth doesn't mean they'll pull their healthy ones. What's it really all about? Who's backing you?
We want justice.
We don't need no one backing us. We knows what to do.
How would you punish the prince?
If a lad counts hens wrong, he'll be flogged. What should we then do with a man poisoning others?
Kill him.
A land without a ruler is a nightmare.
We have a ruler, the Virgin of Eden.
It's not certain she'll live.
Then we'll choose another who'll manage. But he must be one of us lads. That way he'll understand us.
And all people is gonna be equal. Our way.
And the non-humans?
We have enough down on the fields. Let non-humans find a non-human land.
Away with them!
Okay, that right there has us really disinclined to hear what they have to say.
You know Saskia's servant?
Willie of the Oblates. He handled the wine, indeed, but loves the Virgin like a sister and mother put together.
He'd gladly get quartered for her.
Where's this Willie of yours?
Hiding in his shack, afraid of them lords. Squirrels guard him.
Okay, we'll have to find and talk to this
Farewell.
Willie, then, won't we?
Give us this horsepower.
Rolling dung, you surly dog.
Change yours. The prince hasn't come in.
If not for that damned Yorvith, the
Yeah.
serfs would probably be hanging the prince.
Let's do it.
Someone cast a spell.
There goes the peace, eh? Believe me anyway.
Strangers, more strangers.
I've been looking for you.
Yeah,
I
let's
don't know
have a
you.
little word.
You caused quite a commotion. Afraid of something?
No, nothing.
You're lying.
I didn't do nothing. Didn't say
If you
nothing.
didn't-
Don't know nothing.
If-
And didn't see nothing.
If you're not guilty, then why are you... Then why are you denying knowledge? That's not the action of an innocent man. But we really don't have time for this. Time for a little mind control.
Tell me everything you know about the attempt on Saskia's life.
I heard the priest talking with the prince. This goody-goody said the Virgin is really a beast under her fair skin.
What priest?
Olcan, the one killed.
So there's no way I can check if you're lying.
I swear on my mother's grave I speak the truth.
What else did you hear? Tell me.
I was putting Saskia's room in order when the priest came to the prince's chamber next door. It wasn't speaking loud, but I heard the priest say, "Just clear the servants from the kitchen." Nothing more. Reverend Olcan, only he could tell you how it was, beginning to end.
The dead aren't very talkative.
What about what they leave behind? There may be clues or some such.
Maybe.
Pale face, eyes like embers.
Well,
Raised his hand and pointed a finger at him.
I'd rather rabbit dogs bite me in the arse than be
find
pointed
this
at by some
Cecil Burden. Yes, we have to find in the priest's house with Cecil Burden's help. Now, where to? Go back where the crowd of everyone was, I guess. We're running short of time, though. Can't expect the crowd to stay calmed down forever. So we gotta hurry.
If not for that damn
Serfs and lords
Go
will
get the
never be
lads.
on
You
Or
won't
not.
stand for this.
Apparently,
Humans only
we don't
care
have
about
enough
our
time.
supplies as stations do.
I'll cut the block off the next man who dares try his luck.
If they start at each other's throats, we'll have to face
Thought
the
we were
entire
gonna
amount
be
of
out
Kedwin
of
alone.
time.
You can't mix water with fire.
Not going in the right direction. Where am I right now, anyways?
Give us this horsepower.
And you see what they did to her?
you surly dog.
Wrong place. So
Who will
let's
the
get
witches
back
summon?
on it. So right now, I gotta be honest. My less than stellar opinion of Stennis is not really inclining me towards supporting him. I mean, as much as we're reluctant to totally side with the peasants, because they seem to hate non-humans, the Stennis is seeming to be just as bad, pretty much. So, I'm going to have to find this priest's house. Ask Cecil Burton for help. That big gate is not one we can get into. Here we are. Cecil,
They
I need
lie
your
in wait
help.
for their lord and prince. Humans are an odd lot. I certainly hope Scalen can clean up this mess. What can I do for you, Witcher?
Well, I'm here about this mess, actually. Along with a few other things. What's this Saskia needs medicine thing, though?
Saskia needs help, Cecil. Philippa can produce an antidote, but she needs a magic
It's about
artifact
that,
to do
is it?
Would you like a fern and a dancing worm to go with it? Listen, I don't know about magic, but there is a place, as long as I can remember, it's been of interest to sorcerers. They say it's a very strong intersection. Look for magic there.
Where exactly is there?
Seek out the ruins in the forest beyond Bergen. There's a place of power there. You can't miss it. Why so glum? Saskia's a tough girl. She'll bounce back. Keep your head up.
Well, thank you. That was very helpful.
No, Witcher. I thank you. Save that lass, and you'll save my town.
Now I have one other thing to talk to you about. Reverend Olkan. Do you know where he lived?
I need to know where Reverend Olkan used to live.
Simple. Let me show you on the map. It's about right here. See you.
Okay, well, it's time to get going. Go find Reverend Olkan's old place and look to see if there's any evidence. Let's see.
I had a dream. We were mining up at the face of the drive like in the old days.
Reverend, I'm going to be searching your room now. Of course, you're dead, so you can't protest. Now, come on. Where are those bloody stairs? Thank you. And now let's get in there, because we don't have much time. Search. Got going on right now.
Cosplayers.
Is on a time limit, pretty much. Since the peasants are not going to wait around forever. Now, what have we got? These papers. Interesting.
Nothing interesting.
Or not. Life and Death of the White Rose. I picked something up. The walls have ears. Wait for events to unfold. The goblet identical to the one she used. So he's a accessory to murder at least, but maybe not directly responsible. What about this? No. Well, it doesn't look like we found any conclusive answers. This Oltan is at the very least an accessory to murder, though, it seems. But since we haven't found anything conclusive, there's nothing for it than to head back to where everyone and is wanting to hang the prince. And see what we can do. Probably not going to end up being able to do a whole lot, but we have to see how events unfold here, I think.
If not for that damned Jorvik, the serfs would probably be hanging
are coming, methinks.
Now.
Good. Bloody bastard poisoned the virgin.
Guilt, he'd point his bow the other way. But if it wasn't for him...
I want to speak with the prince.
You're unique then. Everyone else wants to tear him limb from limb.
Let's talk.
We won't let you in.
You're serious. Come on.
Only I can help your prince.
Somehow I doubt that'll work.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that?
My bad.
Are you mad? Silence! I'm in command here, and I grant the Witcher leave to enter. Please.
Oh, great.
Are you here to kill me, Monster Slayer?
No.
I'm here for your help. You can save Saskia.
Do you hear them? They want my head. They equate the words of some village idiot with mine. I am the heir to the Edirnian throne, the rightful ruler of this land, descendant of Demavend and Verferil.
Prince, if you help me heal Saskia, the people will forget.
If I don't help you, they'll kill me. This is blackmail.
No, it's logic. Yes, it's what we call being logical. I need some of your blood for a potion.
I need royal blood for a potion that will heal Saskia.
Do you mock me?
You owe Saskia your life. She carried you away from the Wraith's battle.
It was her duty, as it would have been of any Edirnian. Besides, my realm is falling apart, and she is responsible. Saskia and her rebels routed the royal forces at Gillette and on the banks of the Dyfni. For practical purposes, the Edirnian army no longer exists.
Those rebels are the last hope you have of stopping Henselt.
And what then? A pig herd will be crowned and appoint a shoeshine his Secretary of State.
Don't think that far ahead. Your Highness, just a few drops of your blood will cure Saskia. Vergen can defend itself only if she's in command.
I've already said I owe this girl nothing. I'll not yield to blackmail even if it costs me my life. I'll go to the axe, my head held high. And I'll certainly not surrender even a drop of royal blood to save a peasant girl.
Okay. I think at this point, Geralt's basically decided we are not going to lift a finger to save this guy. Because he represents literally what Geralt considers to be the worst and most irredeemable qualities of nobility. He's arrogant, refuses to think he's wrong, and isn't willing to lift a finger to help someone just because they were born a peasant. That is enough to condemn him, plus the fact that he's not even willing to consider this option.
Did you poison her?
Of course not. Even if I had, do you think I would boast about it? Don't be a
So
fool.
no, we are not going
help.
to be
Not only
helping
Saskia,
him.
but you, Your Highness.
I won't yield to that rabble. Never. One smear is all they needed to lay siege to my doorstep. Do you really think I should plead my innocence every time some village idiot says the prince did it? Or maybe go out there and beg them for mercy? Never.
You merely need to convince them that you're innocent. Prove it wasn't you and they'll walk away.
And if I am innocent, yet lack proof thereof? You claim you wish to help me. Do so. Convince the people to believe me. You'll not regret it.
You're trying to bribe me.
I want only to make a contract. Think about it. Guards!
What is it, sire?
Show the Witcher out.
Is everything in order, sire?
We had a chat, but we are through. Think on what I told you, Geralt.
I will.
Rolling dung, you surly dog.
Yes,
Enough of this charade.
I would have liked
to be reasonable, folks.
to be willing to help him,
down
but
and
he's
talk
not
in
given me a
peace.
reason to
We've talked
believe
enough.
he'd
Come on,
follow
lads,
through
let's
with
drag
his
the prince from his
side.
hovel.
Vergen's not a cesspit for anyone to shit in. There are laws to abide, and Scalen Burden's job is to uphold them.
There's no law allowing a serf to threaten a king's scion. I, Silgrat, brother of Seltkirk, the greatest knight to walk Edirnian land, say so.
Does it matter who was born in a castle and who in a pigsty? Any fool can prejudge and condemn. It's easier to accuse than to prove guilt.
A peasant servant claims that Prince Stennis supposedly attempted to kill Saskia. Why would the prince do such a dastardly deed? Bear in mind how eminent is his lineage.
That's why. The mongrel covets the crown.
Do you even remember how valorous he was towards Saskia during the negotiations with Henselt?
Pretending to be with her, he was, sly fox. Taking the simple peasants in. But us lads ain't so dumb as you lords think.
See for yourselves how the commoners hate the prince, spitting venom like adders. They hatched a plot to dispose of him.
Saskia's servant said that...
Where is this servant, might I ask? If he's got something to say, why does he hide like a thief? The answer is simple. He's a fraud.
He's hiding to save his skin from you, whoresons. Squirrels have to guard him.
One last question. How could the prince poison Saskia? It's a known fact that servants taste wine from the barrels before the virgin sips it.
I'm not so convinced.
It's not clear how the prince poisoned the wine, but that doesn't mean he didn't do it.
Stennis is blowing hot and cold. Everyone knows that.
You were supposed to prove his guilt, not insult him, yokel.
Tell us who else would do it. A peasant wanted to hurt the miss? Never. It's cause of her you noble dogs can't ignore us. A pig won't cut its own throat. A peasant's not foolish enough to raise his hand against his savior.
Perhaps it is no peasant's deed. However, that doesn't mean the prince is guilty, fool.
Answer me this. Was not Stennis' room next to Saskia's? Do not the wines come from his own lice-ridden cellar? Can he not enter the Virgin's kitchen at will? Yes. His serene dumbhead, the prince can, curses on his kin. Nobody in Vergen wants to kill Saskia. And even if they want it, nobody but Stennis could do it.
You're wrong, Colton. Reverend Olkin wanted to get rid of Saskia. He thought she was a monster at heart.
Olkin was on Stennis' leash like a dog.
How dare you, lout! Do you imagine if someone sits next to a married lady, he's surely fucking her?
The priest tried to convince Prince Stennis to join the conspiracy.
Is Stennis some dimwit foundling that he dances to a lousy priest's tune? Olcan got what he deserved when Hensel cleaved his head. Now it's Stennis' time.
There is no proof the prince agreed.
The priest asked him for admittance to the kitchen.
So he didn't poison the Virgin himself, but allowed her to be poisoned.
Yes, that does, I think, make a degree of sense.
It appears Stennis would benefit the most from Saskia's death.
Your Highness, this is dangerous.
I am not afraid. Fear is a commoner's trait, unfit for one with royal blood running in his veins. What do you want, to judge me? Is a prince a common thief who steals a dozen eggs at the market? You stand before royal majesty, and you raise your hands against it. In this world there are crimes that can be forgiven, and crimes that, by any means, cannot. Just as a mother killing her own child, or a man slitting his own brother's throat cannot be forgiven. A crime against one anointed by the gods themselves also cannot be condoned. He who raises hand against divine right is not worthy to walk this world.
And what about you?
Ah yes, we're getting into the whole I rule this nation because God gave me the right to do so thing, are we?
I have no proof that it was I who tried to murder her. And thirdly, I assure all gathered here, I won't rise above the law. However, only she, the Virgin of Edern, can judge me.
Can it? And if Saskia won't get well, who's gonna judge you?
I believe she can be cured. But if the gods decide otherwise, we'll summon a coven of the wise who can pass just sentence.
Those are words worthy of a true sovereign.
I am the one you should look to for guidance. Let my deeds be the flame that lights up your darkness.
So you've forgotten how you tried to bribe me when I was at your house?
How about that, snout face?
This is slander.
There are no witnesses, Witcher.
And now it comes down to it. Do I support the mob or the prince? The mob or the prince? We support the mob, the prince gets lynched. We support the prince, he doesn't. Here's the thing. Number one, we don't like him. He's a bastard. Geralt has no reason to think of him in any positive light whatsoever. And he has been behaving extremely suspiciously, and his defaming of Saskia in a number of ways, and refusing to give up his blood to save her life, makes him look guilty. And besides, from Geralt's point of view, Stennis is the type of person you do not want in charge of a country because he would destroy it in hours. So, here we are going to be doing a little bit of ruthless calculus here. Since we've determined he would make a poor ruler, and it would be a bad sovereign, and is extremely suspicious, and his actions have shown that in a lot of ways he would benefit from Saskia's death. We are going to decide that despite not having absolute proof, there's enough. He seems to be enough of a bad ruler and have done enough suspicious things that we can say his death would benefit more people than it would hurt. So, I'm sorry, Stennis, you are in fact guilty.
You didn't say a word about your guilt or innocence. You demand justice. You want to summon a coven of the wise. But who will sit on that coven? Any peasants? No, only people you'll nominate yourself. Lords whom you'll reward with lands for reaching the right decision. Such men are to decide if you're guilty? No, you are guilty, Prince. You know you are.
Yes, let's encourage the lynch mob. Stab him again! Stab him again! Yeah! One more time, just for good measure. stab him once more,
The
just to be
nobles
sure.
won't forgive that.
They're a cowardly lot. Yelping's all they're good at.
And backstabbing.
By Stennis's example. His filthy life wasn't taken in vain. Eilhart will get royal blood, and Saskia will be cured.
We need to hurry. We can't keep peace in Vergen with strength alone.
Anything's possible using strength. One just has to know how to use it.
That's your credo?
Saskia's the best leader I know, but she can't hope to defeat Henselt with this rabble.
What do you intend to do?
I'll get reinforcements. The Scoia'tael are more numerous than you think. Time to summon them. I'll leave shortly.
You won't get through the fog.
I don't intend to. Mountains may stop human armies, but not the Scoia'tael. I'm going south.
Will you be back in time?
I have to. Vafail, Gwynblade. Don't lose hope.
And now, Stennis is dead, so we can deliver that blood. But unfortunately, that quest where I was having to decide I'm going to equip Stennis' sword, I think, and then I'll come back to what I was saying before. Drop the other blade. Yes, unfortunately, the quest where we had the decision to make between siding the succubus and that Scoia'tael member who wanted us to kill her, we do not have the option to complete it anymore because option B was reveal that Scoia'tael member's guilt to let's see, it was reveal the guilt in front of Yorveth is what we have. And since Yorveth is gone, that's no longer an option.
I tried locating Triss, but the mist disrupts the megascope. There's a weak signal nearby, probably on the other side.
In the Kedweni camp?
You'll have to pass through the mist.
Yes. Somehow I think we should look into disrupting it first.
The mist is full of wraiths.
I'll help you. I'm continuously scanning the battlefield. I'll show you the way through.
I'm going to try and lift that
find you when
curse
you enter the mist.
before we do everything.
Farewell, then.
Cross to the other side.
You wanted to discuss something?
Well, I want to do my other side quests first.
Remember the antidote for Saskia. It's very important.
Okay. Now, what do I have as far as quests right now? Finding Triss involves crossing the mist. We have some artifacts to look for. Let's see here. The catacombs in the forest for the standard are the next thing I'm going for. As we have those artifacts, we need to lift this curse. But this recording has been going for a good long time now, so I'm gonna end it here. So this has been DarkPhoenix Gaming, and you've been watching my Let's Play The Witcher 2 Enhanced Edition. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you'll join me for it next time. If you enjoyed this, then please leave a like and share this video with anyone else you think might also enjoy it. Comment down below if you have any suggestions, or just want to talk about something that happened in the video, and subscribe to see more like this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. See you then, folks. See you then.